Welcome, and thank you for joining me for the Love and Relationships Energy Check-in for the month of May. So whether your focus is more on romantic love, friendships, family relationships, or even your relationship with yourself, this general reading for the collective can give us information about the energies being activated for all of us around love and relationships at this time. While not everything in the spread might relate to our own individual personal life, I hope you will view the messages with an open heart and mind and take what resonates and consider the insights that pique your interest. So let's just get that all together. Okay, ready to go. The first card in the spread looks at the love we currently have available to share with others. Using the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle deck by Holland, that card is the 9 with the red border. It relates to the 9 of Pentacles in a normal tarot deck, and he has titled this Well-Deserved Reward. His key words for this card are discipline, gracious, compassion, and satisfaction. Now, in the regular tarot, this card often speaks about enjoying a life of abundance, one that you've successfully created for yourself. Considering that it's showing up as an indication of the love we currently have available within us to share with others, it would very much seem that we are in an excellent position to abundantly share our love with others from an open heart. However, it would be wise for us to keep in mind that most of the cards have a shadow side, and the 9 of Pentacles is no different. Here, the shadow side speaks of perfectionism or an intolerance for physical imperfections, always wanting to have things absolutely perfect and not being tolerant when things aren't quite coming up to what you want. Moving on, the second card looks at the quality of love we have with the other person, or perhaps the type of love we would like to receive from them. And the card coming up here is number 20, Blossom, which is the Judgment card in a traditional tarot deck. John's keywords for Blossom are awaken, transform, stretch, possibilities, direction, and growth. And showing up in this position of our spread, it would indicate that the love we are hoping to receive is one that is awakening and growing greater. We're being invited to open up to something greater than ourselves. We're also called to accept that we are worthy of receiving this love and not to fall into one of the traps of the shadow side of this card, which might be having harsh and painful self-judgments. The affirmation John has for this card is, I awaken to the beauty of relationships that nurture me. Let's move on to the next card, which to my mind is an important foundation for any relationship we have. And this shows us the quality of love that we currently have for ourselves, what we think of ourselves, and how we're currently treating ourselves. The card showing up here is number 6, Love. And John's keywords are relate, choose, harmonize, romance, creativity, and reconciliation. This, of course, equates to the lovers in a regular tarot deck. I find it particularly interesting that this card is showing up here because in a regular tarot deck, this card represents not only a romantic partnership, a friendship, or a relationship with the divine, it can also relate to the relationship that we have with ourselves. So I see this sort of underlining, if you will, the importance of reviewing our relationship with ourselves. What are the words we hear ourselves saying in our heads when we're talking to ourselves? Are those words kind and loving? And how do we treat ourselves generally? Are we compassionate with ourselves? Do we make time for self-care, for rest and relaxation? Or do we always put our own needs aside to meet the needs of others? Keep in mind, people will often treat us the way we show them we treat ourselves. Another important meaning of the Lover's card, to my mind, is that of it being a choice. So let's all make a conscious choice of how we treat ourselves. And let us not end up being satisfied just with leftovers. An affirmation John has for this card is, I honor myself as well as others by acting from a place of love. The last card I'm drawing from this deck looks at what the underlying influences may be. These are things we may or may not be aware of, but are having an influence anyway. And here the card is number 15, Master. Another major arcana card which relates to the devil in a regular tarot deck. John's keywords here are fear, identify, release, negativity, freedom, love. So showing up in this position, I think it indicates that we may restrict or even prevent a relationship from manifesting or flourishing if we are caught up in fear and doubt. Getting caught up in negative thoughts and doubts can really become a never-ending destructive cycle. It's time to take action and master them. So consider what fears or doubts you may currently have about being lovable. Think about whether you're able to speak up and talk about your needs, and are your needs being met? As this card ties in with the shadow side of the Lover's card, I also see it as a reminder to pay attention to our relationship with ourselves. After all, a little self-work can go a long way to improving relationships, not only with ourselves, but also with others. So let's take a look and see what message or advice the Romance and Love Oracle cards might have for us. Let's just shuffle these up here. What do they want to tell us? Remind us. Interesting. Here, I'll hold it up a little higher. The card is trust. Guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. Interesting. Does that ring true anywhere for you? Let's see what the Love Oracle might add to that. These are a bit tricky. Oopsie, to shuffle. I think I should shuffle this all again. That wasn't, oh my goodness me. Let's shuffle those again. Okay. The heart shape, I love the heart shape, but they're tricky to shuffle. Maybe I should just cut them a few times and do it that way. Well, doesn't want to cut. Doesn't want to work. Okay. And I need more practice with these. All right, let's take this one here. And this one says passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Well, that can mean anything, and it doesn't always have to be about relationships. But since this is a love and relationship reading, I'll leave it to you to decide where that fits in for your life. Moving on, let's just get a little message or some advice about our own self-love, particularly as it's sort of come up a few times with the cards that we have on the table. So I'm using the Inner Child Oracle cards. And what message do you have for us today, please? Just one card, please. One card, please. And this one. Number 44, which is a master number. You know the way. Trust your intuition on this journey. So yeah, when we're doing our own self-work, go with your intuition, go within and work with what feels right for you. Let's see what the Celestial Whisper might add. I'll just take one card from here too. A little extra messages to help support us along the way. Oh, whispers of wishes. Your dreams have been heard. Trust the unseen as it moves in your favor. So those of you wishing for love and relationships this month, the outcome seems to be very positive, but with the caveat that we do have to do a little bit of work ourselves sometimes and to pay attention to where we might be needing to improve. I'm going to finish off this reading with a final card from the Divine Angel Oracle and see what that might have to top this all off. Okay. One card. Very nice. This card is New Beginnings. You're ready to start a new chapter of your life. Be open to meeting new people. Angel number 919. I guess you could add it together or you could just keep it as number 919. You add them all together, it ends up being a 1, which would be new beginnings as well. Very interesting. I think we have some very positive energy in our corner this month, and we just have to pay attention to our own reactions and where we're coming from. Based on the cards that we have on the table, it looks like May's energy around love and relationships is very positive when it comes to initiating, manifesting, and growing our relationships. Sending you all love and light and many blessings on the month ahead. May you all find love and happiness.